4 hours left until this pre-sale round is over for the Token69 pre-sale event here. And after that, the price will be increasing. So right now, you could get into the Token6900 at a discounted price of .0064. And in the next round, it's going to be increasing by another 10%. So make sure to get your hands on this token while you still can at its discounted price. And you have another 4 hours to do so. And what I'll do is I'll leave the link to this pre-sale in the description below. So make sure to check that out right here. And we can see that this pre-sale is hard capped at $5 million here. And up to this point, it has raised up to $286,000. So once again, if you're interested in getting involved in this pre-sale right here, make sure to click on the link in the description below. I'll take you to this website here. And what you do is you see this connect wallet button right here. You click on it and you have the option to connect your DeFi wallet. And you could do so with your MetaMask or Coinbase, but we recommend the best wallet because the best wallet is the best DeFi wallet that allows you to create it without any type of verification. You don't have to show any ID, and it's non-KYC. And also you download it from either the App Store or the Google Play Store. And it's also recommended by some very notable publications, one of which is Cointelegraph right here. Also, it's a multi-chain DeFi wallet, and it supports over 60 chains. So all the big and main cryptos that you can think of that's built on, let's say, Ethereum, Solana, for example, Tron, this DeFi wallet will support all those cryptos. So what I'll do is I'll leave the link to the best wallet in the description below. So make sure to click on that and download this wallet here. And going back to Token6900 right here. So what type of project is this? But before we get into the details of this project, I just want to remind everybody that nothing in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. And once again, welcome to the Crypto News channel. I'm your host for today. So let's jump into this project. And what I'm going to be showing you in this video is also how the previous pre-sales that we had been talking about over the last couple weeks have made some significant gains for those people who got in those pre-sales early. So that's the type of potential that you're looking for this Token6900 pre-sale as well. So right here, we'll read the description for Token6900 just so that everybody gets an idea. But basically what this token is, it's one for the pure degens. It doesn't make any sense, for example, and it's an anti-establishment, anti-status quo, out of the box, everything that's related to the degen type of life. Once again, one day, you may feel like a genius because you made a 10x, 100x, and the next day when you lose money, you totally feel unhinged, right? So Token6900 definitely brings that culture to it and has, a bit of an SPX6900 spin to it and also a fart coin spin to it because, this coin, to be honest, has zero utility. But for the people who are pure degens, they love these type of tokens here. And fart coin has been shown that there is a demand in the market for such types of token here. So Token6900 isn't just greater than 500, it's above everything. It doesn't track GDP, oil reserves, or corporate earnings. It tracks vibe liquidity. It's not built on fundamentals, it's built on delusion, irony, and the collective hallucination of terminally online traders. So once again, really appealing to the irrational side of the crypto world. Welcome to the crypto pre-sale fantasy. In financial system still clinging to the illusion of growth, Token6900 is a siren, not of danger, but of deliverance. This is the top forever here. So if we scroll out the website, we could see that it is pretty much just a bunch of randomness. It doesn't really make sense. But when you get into the degen life, a lot of things don't make sense, but at the same time, they do make sense because you can make a lot of money. But at the same time, it is risky at that same moment as well. So you're kind of juggling all spectrums of the investment curve here. So you're free to have a look at this website, and I compare it to Fartcoin because both have zero utility. And Fartcoin, if you go to the website, for example, let's actually go to the website for Fartcoin right here. So let's give it a moment. It'll pop up in a second. And you can see there's a bunch of random words just thrown on the screen. And if you try to make sense of this, good luck. You're probably going to lose some brain cells. Very similar to if you look at the Token6900, it is a mashup of a bunch of randomness, but that doesn't mean that there isn't a bunch of people that are interested in this type of meme coin here. So let's go and actually have a look at the previous pre-sales that have launched now and see, you know, what type of gains they did for the people who got involved in those pre-sales early. So the very first one that we have is the BTC Bull token here. So if you got into this one, you know, launched a few days ago, then congratulations, they raised over $8 million. So if we go to the chart right here, we notice that, as I mentioned, it launched actually 2 days ago on July 7th, and it launched and it reached its all-time high of about $75 million, and its current market cap is sitting at about a $54 million market cap. So if you got in early around, you know, here or maybe even earlier, the markup was, you know, this is an easy 400%. So it's a 4x from its launch. So who wouldn't like that, right? Because in the traditional world, just to 2x your money in the traditional markets typically takes about 8 to 10 years. And people were doing this in one day who got in early in the BTC Bull token pre-sale. The other one is Solana. Solana is an L2 for Solana. So when it launched right here, you see that it is fired straight up. And of course, there was a massive sell-off because that's happened. But still then, it's been, you know, kind of consolidating in this area, and it's currently sitting at still a high market cap of 89 million. So when it first launched, you know, it went from you know, tens of millions all the way up to 200 million. So let's quickly draw that up right here. Right, so once again, that's an easy 5x, and even if you held on to it right now, you know, that's an easy 2x. If you just decided just to hold on during this period and take out, let's say you decided to take out your or exit your position right at its current market cap, you know, that would be an easy 2x from there. So those are the types of opportunity off the launch that you know, these pre-sales have the potential to do here. So once again, there's no guarantee that TOKEN6900 would do those same types of gains, but once again, when you know, you get into a token early and has the potential to market itself and get a lot of exposure, then you position yourself to get those juicy gains that you can't find anywhere else. So in the short term, you know, those two examples with BTC Bull token and Solana, that's what you could do in the short term. But in the long term, let's say that TOKEN6900 you know, really begins to flourish after that, you know, it could potentially become you know, the next fart coin, which is sitting at a $1.1 billion market cap as we speak, or similar to SPX6900, which is sitting at 1.4 billion. So you can see the forecast or the potential forecast of the short-term gains of a pre-sale, and also if it continues to grow, you know, what happens if it does become the next fart coin or the next SPX6900, then those gains would be absolutely wild. So once again, what I'll do is I'll leave the link to the description for this pre-sale. Make sure to click on it, get yourself a bag of this. Once again, less than 4 hours before this pre-sale round ends, and then the price will be going up again. And also you could download the best wallet as well, and I'll leave that link to the best wallet in the description below. So make sure to check out those two links. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.